Hello and welcome, BitMonger family. Monger with you here today. Hope you guys are all doing well. I know there was a massive bloodbath the other day and a lot of people got wiped out. Even if you were using low leverage, some of those orders didn't, those stop orders didn't get triggered and got liquidated. This is a good reason for you guys to be having both spot positions and also not maxing out your bids on leverage. But hey, whenever we have a massive liquidation event like that, I see it as an opportunity. I jump back in and I went heavy into my trades, and I am in the money now quite significantly. Most of my trades are now up at least anywhere between 17 to 40%. And so when you see those types of events, you need to capitalize on it. What we know is this: Donald Trump came out and said everything's going to be okay with China. And the market is so spooked right now, guys. It is just wild. All he does is makes a tweet, and we have things all flip back over to normal. And I'm very suspicious of these tweets. I honestly believe that that he's the grifter in chief. I mean, this guy is, first he makes a meme coin. He makes these tweets. I wouldn't be one bit surprised if he and his cronies and his family are manipulating the markets and just, stuffing their pockets full of cash due to this. Just a theory. I have no proof, of course, but man, it just stinks. But it is what it is, and if you can't beat them, you join them, and you use these opportunities. So that's what I did. So we can see here, check it out. We can see yesterday we had extreme fear. And as I've told you guys before, you want to buy extreme fear. And if you're doing it, you just keep a close eye on it. You have a stop loss in place in the event that you called it wrong. And when markets get liquidated, it's probably not a lot of money around. People are absolutely fearful. So you want to jump in when you have cash in those situations, and you want to manage risk. Remember, the number one thing when it comes to trading and investing is managing risk. So let's take a look at the markets and what's happening. So we can see right here, I'm looking at the futures markets, and it is recovering. We can see that it's going to open, and it's quite in the green. We can see last Friday it closed. It took a massive dump. Remember, these are trillions of dollars, guys. When we have this type of action, a couple trillion, I think, got wiped out on the markets. And we can see now in the futures, it's opening up green. So I suspect tonight things will go up. Looking at Tesla, you guys know I'm a big Tesla bull. I've been buying this one massively for quite some time now. And it closed out, went down, it dropped 5%. And pre-market, we can see it's already up 2.8%. $11.56. If you don't have a Tesla position, I suggest you try to start building one. Again, look to buy dips. I do think that the total addressable market that Tesla's going after is huge. It could probably outperform Bitcoin over the next 3 to 5 years. At least that's my belief, and something that you guys might want to be considering and looking into. Now remember, it's always good to diversify, have multiple assets, guys. You never want to stick everything into one thing. So I have, tech stocks. I even have some boring stocks that are just giving me a dividend. I also have gold. I also have Bitcoin, and I have Solana, and then I have my small little speculative shitcoins that I deal with, but that's a small percent of my portfolio that I'm speculating on these shitcoins with. Just so you want to be careful. Now, if you're swinging hard and you're just trying to make a ton of money, you know, you're going to have to take more risk, and that's just the way it is. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you probably should have done or might be considered doing. So we can see right here the market has had a great rebound. We are now trading back over. It's up almost 5%. We're back over a $4 trillion market cap, and it has had a nice recovery. Bitcoin's trading at over 115K. It did get all the way down to 102K on some exchanges, so what a great bounce. BNB is showing really a lot of strength. I mean, this one has just absolutely been ripping. I did buy Aster, and that hang has absolutely ripped. That's one of my trades that I'm in, one of my better performing trades right now. I did buy that dip, and we can see, you know, look in the 7-day column, look at these columns, try to see which ones are still down. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the coins that I'm in. Here we have Solana. We can see Solana absolutely puked on that liquidation event. Go all the way down here. And then it bounced off that. Looks like we're having a V-shaped recovery. I think this recovery might take a little bit longer because so many people got absolutely wiped out and liquidated, so it might be a slower climb back up than usual. But we can see right now it passed over its golden pocket. This was a line, a horizontal that I had pointed out before that I thought was a good area. So we're trading right under $200. This is not a bad entry place right here. You know, if you're using leverage, make sure you exercise a stop loss. Don't use heavy leverage. This is also good for a spot position. I do believe when the government shutdown does get sorted out, we are going to see that Solana ETF come live, and that is going to pump it. So guys, I like this one. And I actually, even though I have a large spot position on Solana, I also took out a levered position, and I got into it like right around, it was like right around 180 when I got into that levered position. So I'm nicely in the profit on that one. Axlar 2, look at that wick. It completely got crushed. I entered this one like around 18 cents it was, so I added to my bag on that one. Ondo, this one's really done well too. I got into this one when it was like right around 70 cents. Practically nailed the bottom. I didn't totally get the bottom, but it was near it. I got in at 70.5. This one's nicely in the profit as well. Camino, wow, look at that wick. I mean, unfortunately, I had taken some profits off the table on this one before. I had entered it back in, and this was one of the ones that I got completely liquidated on. But I did get back into that position. I think my dollar cost average currently on my levered position is like right around, I think it's 0.56. So I'm up nicely in the money on this one. Jupiter also had a really nice little bounce there. I mean, this thing really wicked down massively. I bought a little bit more at 33 cents. It's currently trading at 38. Bluefin, I believe Bluefin is still a really good one. Now, this is risky. It's a tiny little market cap, as you know. I've done videos on it, but this is not a bad entry zone either. We can see it wick down, and then it came right back up to this horizontal that I had identified, bounced off of that, and now it's coming back up. It might come down, it might touch it again, but we can see not that long ago, it got all the way up to here at about 18 cents, and it's currently trading at 8 cents. So I like it. I did add more to my spot position. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to add leverage to my position. This one actually didn't get closed out, so I'm happy about that. But I can't add more to it, so I just added spot. Aster, Astra absolutely has done great as well. We can see it wicked all the way down. It came down here. It was here on this fib level, and now it's popping back up. I like this price as well. You know, not that long ago it was trading well up here. This is that DEX for backed by CZ. It's got the black bulls. I think this is going to recover. Look at what BNB is doing. This one will probably follow. So Astra, yeah. As I mentioned before, I got into this one like at $1.28. So it is up nicely. We can see, what is this, up on the day? I think it's up like around 21% on the day. So it's been performing superbly. Helium too. Helium's doing well. I got into this one like around 215. It's currently trading at 231. I had told you guys before the value zone is between 229 and 209. So, you know, small positions nibbling on this one could do well. The only problem is make sure that you have this on an exchange. If you're making large orders, make sure you have it on an exchange where you have liquidity, because there doesn't seem to be a lot of liquidity on these real small ones. Also, I did take a position on this one. This is Plasma, and you can see it absolutely dumped. Got all the way down here, and it is at a low point. And this is the chain that's backed by Tether. I saw an interview with the guy who is the founder of Tether, and he is a very bright man. He came off as a really down-to-earth, nice guy, and I think Plasma does have potential. Now, long-term, I'm not really sure about this one, but as a speculator, just as a guy that sees the price action, I thought it was a good entry, so I did jump in on Plasma, and that one's up nicely in the profit as well. So guys, remember, when you see days where you have massive fear, extreme fear, almost always, not always, but most of the time, it is a good buying opportunity, because we know that this Trump usually is knee-jerk reactions. He makes big threats, and we see he's a dog with no bite. He's done that numerous times. So that was my thesis on what was going to happen. I do believe that they're going to come to agreement. It's most likely going to be a nothing burger. Things will work out, because there's a symbiotic relationship here, and they're not gonna. They both need each other, so they're going to come to some agreement. And I'm still optimistic going forward. They're probably going to be lowering rates depending on how this tariff things works. Now, remember, the tariffs, that could give Powell ammunition to not lower them. But right now, if you look at the odds, they're extremely high, so I expect that's going to happen. I expect them to juice the markets going into Q4 and upside, and maybe you should make some huge money if you're positioned correctly, and hopefully you guys didn't get liquidated out of those trades if you're using leverage. All right, there you have it, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Monger on.